Trump, as I referenced in the last segment, is failing on the promises that he made so badly that he's literally taking credit for Biden accomplishments. And let me get to the latest example of that. We've talked about so many issues, economic being just such a big blaring one. And that's starting to hit farmers. And I want to show you some of the testimony from farmers who are discussing this economic uncertainty that he's created has really sparked fear for them and economic pain. First, let me remind you, Trump was constantly promising to be a great president for the farmers.
And I think the farmers are going to be helped by this very much because product is being dumped into our country and our farmers are getting hurt very badly by the last administration. The last administration hated our farmers, like at a level that I've never seen before. I think our farmers are going to be helped. Jobs are going to be helped, but our farmers are going to be helped. Our manufacturers.
So farmers, manufacturers, and jobs. Worst jobs numbers since Trump's first term we just got. Manufacturing, we're in a manufacturing recession. We're losing manufacturing jobs. And farmers, well, let's hear directly from them. Some of them wrote a letter to Trump to plead with him.
Things got worse since President Donald Trump was sworn into his office as it kicked off the trade war with China and Mexico. American Soybean Association sent a letter to President Trump, part of the letter stating the new tariff rates, quote, puts our farmers at an untimely competitive disadvantage.
President Trump has been going back and forth about delays, pushing tariffs off, changing the numbers, and that's just made our markets even more confusing.
The biggest problem that some farmers are facing is running out of equity.
Kenny Qualls is a farmer in the Lake City area. He said the future is very uncertain.
Right now, there's no optimism. There's no way to look at a profit. So a lot of people are going to be getting out. We always look for the next year, but the next year is not promising anything better. So it's taken away hope for a lot of people.
McAnally said up to 1 in 3 farmers face going out of business.
It's just the farm families themselves, their mental health, of being able to survive this.
And again, they touch on it. So those are soybean farmers specifically writing to Trump. Big part of this is you have the direct impact of a tariff policy. If he laid out a coherent tariff approach, here's the rates, here's what we're going to do, this duration, this is the goal, and then implemented them and steadily manage the situation, maybe to people in the short term who are being harmed, like here soybean farmers, then giving them specific aid or specific financial support. A coherent approach, if you were trying to bring forward the types of heightened tariffs that Trump is, would still not be the right call, but at least businesses, farmers, can structure their business and adjust and voice a need for support if that's a necessity. But instead, you get the negatives of the policy he's doing, and his, people started calling him Taco because of him checking out, his kind of all over the place mayhem approach, where at any moment when he gets a whim, he'll slap a huge tariff on this and then make a huge exemption on this. And you don't know, do we need to adjust course? Do we need to change our business model? Do we need to raise prices? Or is he going to flip-flop the next day? And for them, that's an added compounding negative effect to all this, as you just heard there referenced, and you have more direct testimony.
Right now, we're in a very dire situation. September's upon us, harvest is starting in the deep south, and we have 0 bushels of soybeans on the books to be sold to China for this current crop that's about to come out of the field. Historically, over the last 5 years, about a third of soybean sales to China would be booked. China amounts to 25% of our total U.S. soybean crop. So that would be 8 or 9% of the whole U.S. crop would normally be on the books with China right now, and we have 0. That is alarming. The farm economy as a whole is struggling. Inflation has caused our cost of production to rise drastically on every front. Commodity prices, in particular soybeans, are down about 50% from where they were 3 years ago. And our numbers are deeply in the red. And we send this.
And then he's talking about the letter that they sent. I'll play that in a second. But that's another aspect to this is you have all these different compounding factors. And the other one that I just thought of because of what he said there is a lot of support to farmers is being cut off by the Trump administration. So direct support as they're going through and chopping. And so then when you need a lifeline even more, some of those financial aid elements are getting ripped apart because they were woke, DEI, whatever, under the Biden administration.
Letter to President Trump, because we've been talking for months about needing to have sales in place, a deal in place, a phase 2 type agreement that has purchase commitments along with a level playing field on trade with no tariffs, and we haven't had anything happen, unfortunately. And our appeal to President Trump and his administration is make soybeans a priority in any trade negotiations that are.
Yeah, and as we continue through the segment, please do click the subscribe button if you appreciate the show. It is free, but it supports us algorithmically. It sounds like they haven't heard back from Trump. Expected. But the people, he will use people as political pawns at every turn. He'll have the farmers standing behind him. He'll have the construction workers with their hard hats. He'll have it all. He'll have black people for Trump. The gays for Trump. Right? Haven't seen one of those shirts in a while, but he'll have the transes for Trump. Really haven't seen that one. But he'll use people, and then when he actually has the power, he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. And farmers are someone he's repeated over and over and over that he cares a lot about. And now these farmers, at least, are saying, you're failing us. And videos like this at farms from Senator Markwayne Mullin and Jason Smith don't help.
We're out here in Cotton Country, Oklahoma, in the southwest Oklahoma, in Altus, America. The guy who is really responsible for...
Yeah, Jaden, he has good pecs. What, does that mean that we support him all of a sudden? Is that what you're saying?
Give me a joke.
Yeah, he does a good bench press. Fine. All right, there's my compliment for a MAGA.
Pushing the one big beautiful bill like it was when it got passed is Chairman Jason Smith. Jason's out here on a tour with us. Not only is he an unbelievable friend of mine, I guess I should say best friend.
I better say best friend.
Do I have to?
No, but we all know.
And obviously we're yin and the yang. I'm fit, good looking. He's not. He's all the other stuff.
The one big beautiful.
That was mean. Jason, I think you are... Okay, so let's see. I was trying to think of a compliment. I think you seem like if a lot of things were different about you, you'd be nice. Here it is. I think if your personality was the opposite of what it was, you'd be a really nice guy. Now, Trump was asked about another campaign promise that he's failing on and said, well, okay, yeah, I said day 1, but I meant day 600.
Mr. President, the price of beef continues to rise and other items keep going up. Is there any way to address the cost of beef?
Yeah, once it kicks in, once our policies kick in, the price of beef will be going down, just like the price of eggs went down and the price of a lot of other grocery items went down.
So he says, when our policies start kicking in, to which Gavin Newsom responded with this video.
Grocery prices have skyrocketed. How can a family afford that? So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down.
And they've all started this, well, we mean by 2027. Well, we mean when they actually start to kick in. Well, we're still in Biden's economy, despite Trump posting, it's my economy, when there was a good metric, and him taking credit for things. And you see this poster? Look, these are good numbers. They're so good. And when he...
I think the good parts are the Trump economy, and the bad parts are the Biden economy.
When he sees a good economic metric, he says it's because of him. Whenever he sees a bad one, he says it's still somehow because of Biden, despite there being obvious... I mean, employers are saying why they're contracting. We can dive into the numbers and see the negative aspects that have just popped up, surprisingly, like the jobs market weakening a lot, are a direct outcome of Trump's economic policies. But that was Newsom's response. And since Newsom did respond Let me show you. I think the funny thing is, I think this video was posted of Newsom from a MAGA account to make fun of him, because Trump has started going, what's wrong with Gavin Newsom's hands? So weird. They're so big, which means something else is big, but mine are fine. Even though they're small, it's fine down there. That was a debate moment of his a while ago, just for y'all of you, I don't know. But so again, a supporter of Trump posted this to make fun of Newsom. And I think it kind of makes me like Newsom a little. Yes. Oh, there's two moments that are my favorite. This, he's grooving. The music is so necessary because it's like he's always listening to music while he's talking. And then this one, what is this, Gavin? Like a little birds flying. Podcast listeners, it's a little mashup of all of his hand gestures. And yes, I know everyone says, oh, everyone's on the Newsom hand train now. So let me show you again. First person on the entire internet. That's what I've been told. People tell me, they come to me with tears and they say, Luke, you are the person who made this a thing. I said, okay, I don't know. That kind of puts me at the center of the whole world. I mean, that's not true. But if you believe that, that's fine. And this was our OG realization about this phenomenon.
Man, we got to live together and advance together across our differences. So no BS. I mean, this is critical because this zero sum, everyone talking past each other, down to each other. I mean, our kids are going to model that, and it's just not sustainable.
Yeah, America has become.
I love it. Yeah, that was the moment where it all changed. And I feel like Newsom's so online, he's going to see that. He's going to see the online speculation. I think he's going to try to hold back. Don't. I'm speaking at that F Around and Find Out event about the response to Trump's election rigging effort in the midterms. And there's a whole series. It's like a virtual rally. I'll be speaking at it on Wednesday, I think. And I think I might just make the subject matter of my speech that Newsom shouldn't stop doing these things, because I've noticed he has a little bit. He started restricting himself. Don't. I think this is good. One little so farmers are suffering, right? And what's Trump focused on? He touted he was so happy about this, West Point canceling the ceremony to honor Tom Hanks as an outstanding U.S. citizen. And Trump was like, woo, I'm so happy that happened. There's a little bit of confusion as to why they canceled it, but maybe because of Trump. But I didn't realize how much MAGA hated Tom Hanks. Did y'all know that? And he was like at the center of the QAnon pedo allegations. From QAnon, not real allegations, like the QAnon world where like the Hollywood. And it's so confusing to me. Tom Hanks, like, if I don't know if he's he's America, it feels like. He's Tom Hanks. But they hate him. They hate him enough to cancel the ceremony. Sad. It's Forrest Gump. You're canceling on Forrest Gump. My mom always said, no. Life is a chocolate. What is it? Life's chocolates. Life's a box of chocolates. How could you cancel Forrest Gump? I never liked that movie. That's such a bummer. That's his iconic. I know. It's good. It's a good movie, but it's always like, I don't like it as much as I should. I wish Forrest Gump would jump up and kick somebody and pow, pow, pow. Does he do that? I haven't watched it long. I wish it turned to an action movie. And just like my mama always said, that you're a bitch. Boom, 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 boom. It's just a thought if they do a remake, but it is an iconic film, and Tom Hanks is just Americana exemplified. I mean, tell me if there's something real. But if Tom Hanks were to be canceled, I think we just don't do it anymore. Like movies. So, but Trump was happy about that.